Hi everyone, and welcome to week 8 of the semester. It's also Pi Day, so happy Pi Day for those of you who are math oriented and looking at the 3.14 day of Pi. A couple of words about week 8 before I dive into what this week looks like for you. Weeks 7 to 10 are generally when things get really busy in the semester. You probably have or already have had midterms. You might have projects in your class. You might have, in our class, right? We turned in essay number 1 last week. So there's a lot going on in the middle of the semester. So if you're feeling like it's gotten really busy, then that's just the general ebb and flow of how a semester works. This is about the time when I encourage students just to kind of check in with yourself, check in with your job if you're working, if you have the flexibility to, ask for a few hours less, fewer hours in the week if you're able to swing that so that you can kind of devote more time to your other classes. If your other classes are busy, now's the time to do that. It's the time to make sure that you're getting enough sleep, making sure that you are eating, right? Just kind of basic self-care. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but this really is the time when it gets very difficult in the semester. And so just kind of be aware of that and check in with yourself and make sure that you're that you're staying on top of your classes, but also if you need help, reach out to your instructors, right? We're all here to help support you, and we all want you to succeed. So if you are feeling like you need some extra guidance or help, then don't hesitate to ask for that. So today is Monday. My goal is to have the essays returned to you by the middle of the day tomorrow. That's my goal. As soon as I do that, I will open up the grades on Canvas, and I will open up the grades. You'll see your points there. Everyone gets a point for turning it in, and your feedback will be on your Google Doc, but your kind of assessment will be in Canvas. There's a rubric there, and below the rubric in the comments will tell you whether your essay is a high pass, passing, or not yet passing, or incomplete. So you're going to have to look in a couple of different places, but if you're looking at your Google Doc, you're only going to see just a few comments there. Most of it will be in Canvas, which you can't see yet. And the other thing that will open up tomorrow is how to revise, like what that revising process looks like, what you need to do, what's required, what the timeline looks like. That will open up in the module. Right now you can't see it, but it'll open up when I open the essays. And there's a little extra credit activity called the Hidden Miller. So if you've looked at your essay, you may find a comment that's called a Hidden Miller. For those of you who are my Disney fans, you know that is a direct reference to the Hidden Mickey. Anyway, so the Hidden Miller extra credit assignment will open up tomorrow also, and you'll know what to do with it once you see it on your essay. Okay, I'm just going to walk you through what is going on this week. So our overview and objectives, obviously, if you would like to conference with me this week for essay number 2, you're welcome to do that. I have conference times on Wednesday afternoon and Friday afternoon this week. And Thursday evening. Sorry, I forgot about Thursday evening. So Wednesday and Friday afternoon and Thursday evening. Again, if you are interested in conferencing, you're going to just click on this link right here and choose your day and time that you would like to meet. As always, you can meet more than once. So you don't have, you're not limited to just meeting with me just one time. The assignment, as I explained a little bit last week, is the broader issue of free speech around the question of how free is free speech. And you are choosing kind of which subtopic to explore, hate speech, cancel culture, or social media. And so it's explained on the handout pretty well, but this week we're diving into cancel culture. And so, the question that we're exploring is, how free is free speech when it comes to cancel culture? And so as you're kind of reading those readings this week, you can kind of ask yourself that question and begin to wonder how you might answer it. Now, you might decide, really, I'm interested in hate speech, right? That last week was more about hate speech and kind of what the limits are for free speech in general. So maybe what you want to explore is how free is free speech when it comes to hate speech. Great. You're still going to do the work this week for cancel culture, and you'll still do the work next week for social media. but your actual essay might be about one of the other topics. Okay. This week is our kind of review of rhetorical appeals. This should be a review for everybody. You should have received this instruction in English 100 about logos, pathos, and ethos. I know that many of the high school senior English classes also review it. So this is basically a review. And the question that you're going to be asked in the discussion is, how are people making the argument? Right? When it comes to cancel culture, are we seeing more of a pathos-based argument, or logos-based, or ethos-based? And so if this is kind of all new to you, then for sure you want to read through these pages. If it's a review, just go ahead and skim it. Remind yourself, oh yeah, that's what that's about. That's what that's about. So you have 2 readings here. One of them is a video, and then you have a discussion board. And then same thing, you've got another video, and then another discussion board with a reply. Your writing territory mentor text this week is one of my favorite skills. Well, they're all favorites. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but really I do like them. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you do here. And then writing territory, of course, due by Friday with the grace period of Saturday at noon. You have quite a few extra credit opportunities available to you. Again, this week, the focus is on cancel culture. The other extra credit opportunity that will pop up tomorrow once I'm finished with the essays is the Hidden Miller. So you can kind of look for that here, and then we're done. So just to recap, tomorrow you should have your essays back. I will send an announcement. I will send an email, let you know that the grades are up. You'll have to look in Canvas for your feedback there, and then you can decide whether or not you want to revise. Let me just say one thing about the revision process. Sorry, it's been a long day. You have 2 weeks to revise. So you've got time to kind of make choices about whether or not you even want to revise in the first place. But there is a pretty specific steps. There are steps that you have to follow in order to be able to revise. So if you're thinking along those terms, I think that's great. And if you don't want to revise, you don't have to revise. And again, I'll talk more about that tomorrow once I release the essays. All right. In the meantime, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. Again, student hours are Thursday and Friday mornings from 9 to 11. Feel free to schedule a conference if you would like to do that. Yeah. I hope you all have a great week. Have a good Pi Day. And again, this is week 8, so just hang in there. You'll make it.